Okay, so in the span of like a week, I went from having just this Minolta and this Minolta, the Maxim 7000, and the SRT101. Went from having just these two to I got 3 new cameras, or new to me at least. So I got a third Minolta. This is the Hi-Matic 9, and it also came with a flash, which does work. At least the flash does. See if you can hear it powering up. Is it, oh, see, there's a test shot right there. Should I do one into the? No, I won't do one into the camera. But I got these two, and I've already shot a roll of film on this as a test, except without the flash. But there it is with the flash. I shot one roll with this camera on automatic because it has the ability, if I can finagle it, right there, to have automatic settings. So you should be able to just wind it, take a shot, and it should know what to do because it has a meter. At least I'm hoping it does because I put in some new batteries. So I might possibly maybe just put in another roll of film and do another roll with the whole thing on manual and see how that works. My hesitation / concern with this particular camera is, even though it seems like it works, is if you can see down the center right there, if I were to wind it, and then let's say I set it to a 1/4 of a second, I think you should be able to see it there. That you can see the aperture ring. Let's go back. You can see it open and close for the shutter. So if I do it again, I think you should be able to see it like that. There you go. You see it open and close. And that's with me setting it on manual. My concern is that the entire film I shot on automatic, like that, is I took a couple of shots just looking at the iris. So if I were to wind it like that and hold it like that, it was either lightning quick or didn't actually work. And it felt like it was that quick for just about every single shot I took. Even some of the more low light ones all seemed to have just a really quick shutter and like iris opening and closing. It just seemed to happen really, really fast, which makes me think that maybe either the light meter doesn't work or just the automatic functions for some reason or another aren't working. So I want to try another roll of film just on completely manual and see if that works, because it'd be a bummer if automatic didn't work, but I could still use it just completely manual. But we'll see. Other than that, it's been a really nice camera. It's really cool having now a third Minolta. The third right there. So that one's essentially automatic, semi-automatic, and then fully mechanical. It's a viewfinder camera, or rangefinder camera, so this viewfinder isn't exactly what the lens sees, for those of you who don't know. And it's not an interchangeable lens system, so that was I don't want to say disappointment, because it is what it is, but is at least interesting and different. So figuring out how to use it and just getting the focusing down, because it was slightly different just with this focusing system, but using it was pretty fun. So hopefully the pictures came out on this. So that was one of the cameras I got, including the flash. I think, see, I don't know if I should go ahead and waste another roll of film and see if even the manual settings works, but I'd like to at least, if it does work, I want to use the flash with that. I think that'd be really cool. The other camera I got, which isn't as exciting, is a Polaroid One Step Flash. So there it is. It looks like it's in pretty good shape. I don't necessarily know if it works until I get a new cartridge. So I mean, everything looks fine. The old cartridge that was in here that was spent still had juice left and it would power on the LEDs. But other than that, I'm not sure if it's working. It's in decent shape, so I don't know why it wouldn't. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see the difference between that and this Polaroid One Step Flash and this Polaroid One Step 2, which I bought maybe 2-3 years ago, and it's been a ton of fun to use. My only complaint is that the film is a little expensive, but other than that, I enjoy that you just, and then you've got a cool little picture, and then I like it better than the Instax cameras from Fujifilm, but that's just a personal preference because I like that it's a bigger picture, and I personally think it's a better quality. But I am excited to see if this popped off. Okay, cool. No harm, no foul, I think. Shut that off. But yeah, I am excited to see the difference. Just in the pictures. I'll be ordering some film for this pretty soon. But I mean, I don't know. I'm not like terribly excited for it. But still stoked that I got it. If I can close it. There we go. It is kind of loud. Move this out of the way. The third camera I got was this, an Olympus OM10. I ended up getting all three of these from my father-in-law, who had them for some time. So again, I think the Hi-Matic 9, I think this one is probably the one that works the best so far, but I won't find out until I turn in the film. Polaroid, I've got to buy some. This one, when I first got it, the battery was dead altogether, because it's a aperture priority camera, so it does need batteries. So when I first got it, batteries were dead, so I thought, cool, everything I read online says that the lever won't advance film and the shutter won't release unless it's got batteries and it's powered on, because it wouldn't do either of those things, and I was really bummed. Got in some new batteries and it still won't advance or release the shutter. So I can either try and fix it myself, or maybe just wait till I find one on eBay that is working. But I was really excited to try and use this one because it's also an aperture priority camera, kind of like the Hi-Matic 9, but it isn't a rangefinder camera. It's still an SLR, and just from what I've read online and seen videos of reviews, people say it's a really good camera, and it also came with a lens. Came with this 135mm lens, 2.8, which I kind of like telephoto. I mean, primes are fine, but they're not my favorite, even though this is technically a fixed zoom. But I was really excited to use it, but then the camera wasn't exactly working. So again, I might just try try to find one that's working, even if it's just a body, on eBay, and get my hands on that and just see if I like it or not, because I like the idea of not having to mess with a light meter every single time. But it was just a bummer that this camera was not working. I mean, just about everything else works fine. It opens up, and if I put it in the reverse mode to get the film back, everything moves, works really well. You can even tell that on the lens, aperture works, the style works, all of it works except for the film advance and the shutter release. And who knows, maybe I'll buy the little manual attachment, because you could purchase one and put it on right there and it would become a manual, fully manual camera. So maybe if I find one of those for fairly cheap, I could do that too. But yeah, I just wanted to do a quick update on the new cameras I got. I'm really stoked. Again, hopefully at least the Hi-Matic works, or the Polaroid. If anything, I might try to find an adapter that I can put on the Minolta right here, and then use this 50 mil and then this 135, which I'm pretty sure it's 135. Yeah, right there, 135, 2.8. So maybe best case scenario for now is just getting a lens adapter for this, because this is a 55 mil, and even that is, it's a lot closer than I'd like. But yeah, we'll see. So that's it for now. I've been really liking using this Minolta a lot. I took this to Disney twice, and just the sound it makes when you're releasing the shutter is great. I've got a couple of rolls of film I'm going to go get developed from the darkroom. It seems pretty intuitive. One second. There we go. So just everything I've read online from their website and their reviews and their social media, people love them. So we'll see how this goes, and hopefully in the next video I can show you some of the prints. Like I said, I did a full roll of film on this one. I'm interested to see if anything even comes up from that. And then I've done 2 rolls on this one, except I totally wasted one roll. I was being a dummy and I didn't press the rewind button, so when I was trying to wind up the film, it got loose from the actual like film cartridge, so it was all exposed. So when I ended up opening up the film back, it was all just there, most likely exposed to light. So I'm still going to turn it in and pay for it to get developed, but again, I'm not hoping for anything. But I did end up doing another roll that I'm fairly certain I finished, and then I've got another one in here now at almost 30. Let's see if that focuses. Right there, yeah. So we'll see how this one turns out. For the few people who watch my videos, if and when I do turn in the film to get it developed, I can do another video that shows off the scans from that, and well, you can critique them with me. Yeah, I think that's it.